From multiple counts of negligence to kidnapping and poisoning minors, McLean has used his show to torture young people, and we're going to show you all his terrible crimes.
I know it's meant to be dangerous and all, but it's still a TV show. No way they'd actually let somebody up and die in here, am I right?
You'd think we wouldn't, but just imagine the ratings.
And with that premise, let's roll the evidence. Objection, Your Honor. This type of material cannot be admitted as it is an artistic expression. If allowed, we would have to imprison all rappers who talk about murder, drugs, and violence. It's not our fault that your client recorded himself committing crimes left and right. Objection overruled. Proceed with the evidence.
And now, round two, the Extreme Cooking Challenge! Today you'll be preparing fugu sashimi, the traditional Japanese poisonous blowfish. The fugu blowfish contains enough lethal toxin to kill 30 people. Cut around the poisonous organs. The poison paralyzes the nerves and there is no antidote. So no worries.
You have taken biology, right?
Begin!
Phew.
We start strong with an irresponsible attitude that evolves into a serious crime. But don't worry, things get worse.
It's cool. Give him 24 hours and he'll be up walking and breathing good as new.
Is anybody gonna help this guy?
Not only does Chris act irresponsibly, endangering others' lives, but when the inevitable happens, he fails to assist in saving Todd, worsening the level of negligence.
Keep 'em coming. I'll add the final cheesy touch.
It's so exciting, I can't take it!
Ow! Hubba, hubba.
Ew, what's this icky sore? Oh, and you're burning up, just like my passionate soul.
Okay, looks like it's quarantine time. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. There's more to this disease than either team knows. Aight, Niles that away. Kinda big, blue and watery. Can't miss it. Or I guess you can, but then you'll die. Probably get killed by the local scarab beetles. It's mating season and they get all killy when they're in heat.
I am glad there aren't any out here. Those things are nasty.
I'll tell them you said so.
This constitutes deliberate homicide, and since the crime occurred in Egypt, the punishment is...
Chris is right! Stripes are so...
Hey, he took my jetpack! Uh-huh. Will Lindsay survive? And am I legally liable if she doesn't? Find out after the break. What do you mean I'm liable if the Yeti eats Lindsay? It's not my fault she's delicious. Gotta go. Hey!
What can you expect from someone who doesn't take responsibility? And what about the Lindsay's delicious thing? Ugh.
Let's get this over with already. It's freezing in here. You sure you know what you're doing, Chef? Well, as long as you can sign the release forms, we're golden. Can you hear me? We're gonna need you to sign some paperwork that legally absolves the show of your little lava accident.
While it may not seem like a direct threat, Chris has Alejandro trapped in a machine that will only treat his injuries if he agrees not to sue, which could be considered coercion. This is where the saying comes in perfectly. The hand that heals you was the same one that hid you in the first place.
So long and good riddance.
Chris kept Alejandro locked up for a year, which can be considered unlawful detention. I honestly think Chris gives a total that he had Alejandro in the robot for a whole year.
While we were gone, I rented the island out to a nice family-oriented biohazardous waste disposal company. Sweet people. But the waste is having a teensy bit of an impact on the flora and fauna.
Destroying an entire ecosystem is a serious crime worldwide, but doing it for money is already one of the lowest things a human being can do.
We've been to the movies. We've been around the world. And this season, we're going right back where it all began, at Camp Wawanakwa. I'm Chris McLean, and as you can see, things have changed since we've been away. And by changed, I meant gotten really, really dangerous. Good stuff. But the rules of the game remain the same.
Josh, one of Chris's interns, dies due to the mutations in animals caused by the hazardous waste Chris allowed on his island. Technically, Chris's irresponsible actions led to Josh's death. I think we're 2 more crimes away from the saying that Chris is the creator of the Cloverfield monster.
The votes are cast. Those who receive a regular marshmallow can stay. But this season, one player will receive a very special marshmallow. A marshmallow you do not want to eat. Whoever gets the marshmallow of toxic loserdom is out of the contest, which means you can't come back. Ever. The following players are safe: Scott, B, Lightning, Dawn, and Sam. And the marshmallow of toxic loserdom goes to... Stacy.
Aw, but I was doing so good.
The simple fact that he knows the marshmallow is harmful is enough to consider it assault. Would you rather be given a radioactive marshmallow or one full of roofies like in A Hangover Part 2?
Today's challenge is to find a golden Chris statue in your team color hidden somewhere in this old abandoned mine. First team back wins.
Done and done. Go team, dude!
Are you blind? I'm not a...
Don't worry, there are enough packs for everyone.
What'd you put in them? Rocks?
Up. No peeking. Those 50-pound bags are purely for your torment and my amusement. Enjoy. If you can hear this, congrats. You're not dead yet. Wherever you are, immediately discard your bombs. Backpacks and run.
Bombs? Too far, McLean. Too far.
Similar to when he had inexperienced campers prepare poisonous fish, this time McLean endangers the campers by having them carry bombs without your knowledge or consent. Chris could easily start a terrorist organization. He just has to give $1 million to the last survivor.
Badges? Why do we need to measure our exposure to toxic waste?
No reason, except that I rented the mine out to store hazardous material.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you demented?
No, which is why I'm in a studio right now.
What?
Relax, it's perfectly safe for 30 minutes. When your badge turns orange, you have 15 minutes left. Red is your 5-minute warning, and if you see a skull and crossbones, we'll dedicate this episode to you. But no way is it gonna come to that. I sent Dakota down there for 40 minutes, and she's gonna be fine-ish.
Where am I? Ah! No! Chris is a dead man! Ah!
Chris clearly enjoys putting people in danger without your consent, a dream job for every psycho out there. What a way to make a living.
Morning, suckers! How'd you enjoy your turkey buttolini?
Hey, Chris, how many times did you call your mom today? I had no idea that Tabasco was used as a thumb-sucking deterrent until I started interning for Soupy Cook McLean. What? What are you all staring at?
Your hair is already growing back.
Really? Yay! When did you all get shorter?
Because Chris exposed Dakota to high levels of radiation, she began to mutate. While it may not have been his explicit intention, it should be inferred that Chris conducted illegal experimentation on Dakota. It's not a Cloverfield monster, but it's close.
I've been waiting to be the hurl master of this game.
And you're gonna keep waiting.
Chris!
Yep, I'm the hurl master around here. You see, Scott, the hurl of shame is both shameful and painful. So, I arranged for a friend to share your journey. Ah! It's my way of saying thanks for flinging me into a pit of poo.
Chris takes revenge for a prank Scott pulled on him in the past. Although it seems he doesn't intend to kill him outright, Chris doesn't make much effort to ensure Scott's survival. Notably, Scott was completely immobilized.
I'm innocent, I tell you! Innocent!
The crusty cockroaches have a big lead over the soiled stink bug.
Cram it, McLean!
Ooh, lightning slipped past Duncan. The heat is on. Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Well, well, well. Look who finally came to visit me after a whole year.
How did they let this maniac out?
Let's get started. This aircraft stinks and is equipped with 2 emergency exits, here and at the end of the cabin. Who knows? The season is full of surprises. Like this! Parachute? Oh, no thank you. I'm actually a hologram.
What? Why ain't I a hologram? Abandon ship!
Poisonous fish, bombs, radiation, and now jumping from a plane with fake parachutes? It's hard to tell who the real criminal is, Chris or the parents who let your kids participate in such a dangerous show.
Topher makes a good point. You're all so young and agile. I should step it up. So now, Everyone will have to carry a special something through the entire challenge. It'll make it way harder. Everyone say, thanks, Topher.
Thanks, Topher.
Okay, release the babies.
This is just ridiculous. I believe I don't need to show anymore to prove that Chris McLean is one of the biggest psychopaths in the entertainment industry. With nothing further to say, I yield the floor to the defense of this malevolent host. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. First, you're trying him for a crime for which he has already paid his sentence. And second, you can show videos and accuse all you want, but as you said, a psychopath of the entertainment industry. In this industry, everything is handled through contracts. And all these teenagers and minors signed an agreement in which they and their parents were informed of the risks they would be exposed to. Therefore, these contracts exempt my clients and everyone involved in creating the show. If that's the case, it seems we have nothing further to discuss. Wait a minute, Your Honor. We are talking about a dishonest, irresponsible psychopath like we have rarely seen. He cannot get his way just because of a contract. It is the law. Mr. Prosecutor, we cannot imprison a doctor whose patient dies in an operation if he signed the authorization, knowing the risk that an operation entails. It is the same in this type of case. Your Honor, I just have received a final piece of evidence that proves these abuses went beyond what was stipulated in the contract.
Where's all this anger coming from? Was it season 3 when I kicked you off the plane, made everyone hunt you down, and threw you in a volcano? Huh? Was it last year when I sealed you inside a mine filled with toxic waste? Oh, was it this season when I flew you back in just to boot you out again?
As you can see, Your Honor, Mr. McLean took his passion for putting people in danger to the extreme with Mr. Ezekiel, stripping him of his humanity and turning him into a monster just for entertainment. You can call my client any adjective you want, but it's not a lie to anyone that for the chance to win $1 million, people would do anything, Your Honor. Once again, both Mr. Ezekiel and the other campers signed a contract, which I will ensure is upheld because at the end of the day, none of this is personal. All of this is a business. A contract is a contract, and it seems there's nothing we can do. A piece of paper seems more powerful than the truth. It's another dark day for justice. But what do you think about all this? Should Mr. McLean spend his life behind bars? Or would you also sign that contract for the chance to win $1 million? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the upcoming trials. With nothing more to add, see you next time.